Hey guys, Canoopsy here, and I've teamed up with DeeTunez to bring you a new series about tech life hacks. In this first video, I'll be showing you how to make a mounted charging station for your phone, and here's what you'll need. First, your smartphone. The phone I'll be using for this project is the LG G4, but smaller size phones will work better, but you can still use phablets with this charging station. You'll also need a charger and a charging cable for your phone. Next, the main component of this build is a 1 or 2 liter plastic bottle, and in my case I used a smaller size, but I really recommend using a larger size, especially if you have a bigger phone. For decorating your charging station, you can use anything you want, but spray paint is a great choice for decoration as it's very quick and easy to use. A marker is required for drawing and marking on the bottle so you know exactly where to cut, and a measuring tape is needed so you can get some precise measurements, and make sure your measuring tape can wrap around things if possible, as it will make this build a whole lot easier. To cut the bottle, you need to use either a box cutter, X-Acto blade, or a pair of sharp scissors, and lastly, you will need some sandpaper to help clean up your charging station. Now that you have all of your supplies, let's get to it. First, remove any sort of labels, residue, or adhesive from the outside of your bottle, and of course, make sure nothing is inside. Next, put your phone right next to the bottle and draw a line right above the top of your phone with a marker on the bottle. From here, take a measuring tape and measure 1.5 inches below the first line and mark it. From this mark, draw around the bottle. I recommend using a flexible measuring tape for this part so you can ensure that you have a straight line. Once you've drawn a line around the bottle, mark a spot 3 inches above this line in the center of the bottle. Now turn this line into a box that goes from the top line to the first line that you drew. This is where the charger will end up going. Now turn your bottle over to the side without the box on it and start cutting on the line around the bottle. Just don't cut too far, only to the edges of the bottle, and then start slicing up to the top. Be sure to leave the back part of the bottle with the square as a flap and completely remove the front and top part of the bottle with a pair of scissors, an X-Acto blade, or you can rip it off with your hands. At this point, your bottle should look something like this. It should have a pocket in the front where you'll be storing your phone and a solid flap on the back which will hang on the wall. Next, find the square on the flap of your charging station. You can either cut out precise holes for the prongs of your charger, or you can cut out the exact shape of your charger. Once you've done that, use sandpaper to sand on the bottle and clean up any rough or sharp edges so the station is much easier to handle. Now it's time to decorate. You can use any method you want for decorating, such as wallpaper, leaving it plain, or in my case, spray painting it black. Now that looks hot. Take your completed phone charging station and put it up against your outlet and then plug in the phone charger, and this will hold it perfectly off the ground. You can now place your phone and charger inside of it, and as I mentioned earlier, it is harder to place a big phone inside a small bottle, so make sure to use a bigger bottle according to the size of your phone. And there you go, done. You now have a mounted charging station for your phone, and this will help to make your cables less cluttered and potentially your room much safer. If you have any ideas for tech life hacks, email the email address on screen now with the subject Tech Life Hacks. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on this charging station, and in the description you can find a link to a full written tutorial. Also, be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching.